Gon Sacrifice improved the Nen system. It did not cheapen it. Now, I feel like some people have come out and said that Nen was this kind of tight system with tons of pros and cons. If you had one Nen type, then you were disadvantaged to the others. And that Gon Sacrifice in Chimera Ant took that sort of limited system where you have to be really creative to build good abilities and kind of just created this sort of like one instance like win switch by sacrificing your potential, especially when it ended up being reversible by Aluka. But what these people are missing is that Nen already kind of had the sort of build up to having like a kamikaze strat in the sense that when you curse people, your Nen would actually become stronger after death. So there was already a built-in like type of sacrifice theme throughout Nen, right? Constantly. Like a lot of Kurapika's whole arc was about sacrificing to increase his Nen in in Yorgu City. And I feel like Gon clearly, unfortunately, took inspiration from Kurapika's willingness to sacrifice himself for revenge in his development this arc. But I think specifically Gon, instead of the sort of like cursed death strat that had already been explained earlier on, what he had the most of was not just his life, but just incredible raw potential. So it makes sense specifically for this character who is, we're literally told is like 1 in 10 million or something, to sacrifice his potential. And it's good writing. And then also Aluka is such a rare being to undo it. And there was such a struggle to get her by Killua that I think it's earned through the story. And the fact that even after all that, Gon still can't use Nen, I think the consequences have been very heavy, which is great. But I also think now in the current manga arc, we've opened up the door to even more sacrifice plays, death plays, kids being used by their Nen master, parent or grandparent as suicidal weapons. Like, I think there's a clear thematic through line between all of these different instances of using Nen and personal sacrifice for power, going back to Kurapika all the way to this current arc. And I think Gon Sacrifice is actually a big part of it as well. And the beauty actually of a system like Nen is that despite the fact that it has all these like complex limitations, it's also very open. So it makes sense that in this massive world with so many incredible creative Nen masters and a whole dark continent full of beasts, that there's a being that can help help Gon not fully pay the consequences. Like, sort of cheating the system of Nen, ironically, is all part of the game of Nen, and it's actually a good thing that the rules are complex enough to allow it.